So the deer that we've been chasing for some time now is a buck we call diamond buck.
That was really, really close. Diamond buck, which is what we call that guy, came out a good 300 yards away from us, and we got to watch him in the sunlight, in and out of the sunlight and the shade, walk all the way down the road straight at us, stopping, checking does, feeding a little bit. He got to within 38 yards, and if he'd gotten to 35 and gone broadside, I was going to take the shot. But he drifted off into the brush, took a hard left turn, and we haven't seen him since. He might still come back, but I kind of doubt it. I think now he's going off to look for does. Really exciting.
He's a 7-year-old. At 6, last year at 6 years old, probably scored 180 to 185. And this year we think he's well north of 190, maybe pushing 200. We're not exactly sure, but boy, he's grown a lot since last year. His main beams appear to be longer. His tine length is better. His spread's better just overall. And generally, this is what I see. This is why we don't hunt them until they're 7 years old. They take a big jump. And this is a generality. Obviously, every deer doesn't do the same thing, but over the years, I can tell you that 80% of our bucks on this ranch have been significantly bigger at 7 than they were at 6. We get two things out of that. We get a bigger rack, and we get another year of breeding. You know, the trophy bucks that we're trying to take to 7 years old, they're the ones we want doing the breeding. You know, it's important. It's real important from a management standpoint. This deer here, he may make it to 9 or 10, I don't know. Now that it's rut, he's showing himself a little bit more during daylight hours. For that, he was completely nocturnal, and he wasn't even coming in front of any of the cameras we had set up on the feeders, the protein feeders, even going back into the summer. He's just very reclusive. But now he's got other things on his mind, and we might get lucky.
We've had another unbelievable morning here at Rancho Encantado. I can't even count all the bucks that we've seen this morning. We had a bunch of different age groups, all the way from 1.5 years up to at least 7 years old. But the one buck that we were looking for was a no-show today. He probably found a doe and has run her off in the brush and may stay with her for 24 to 36 hours. Who knows? But we'll be back in here this afternoon to give it another try. Leigh and I have just gotten back in the blind for the afternoon hunt, right as the first 2 deer showed up. Pretty good timing, we just closed the deal. It always seems like fawns come out first. I'm sure mom's not far behind. Maybe the big guy will show up this afternoon. Nice and brisk this morning. I think those deer are going to be going crazy.
Sun's coming up now.
Yeah, we're going to give it just a few more minutes. I don't want to get in there too early. More there to check does, and it seems to me. But at some point he's going to get hungry enough after running around all night that he's going to come in and do a proper feed. If we can catch that pattern, then we're going to have a really good chance at taking a shot at him. So I don't know. Sooner or later it'll happen. We've been at it now about 2 weeks. Time is in our side now. There's the blind. Pull up here as far as I can. What we did a couple of days ago, which I think is going to help us a lot, we moved in what we call a stump blind. What we're doing with this buck is he seems more comfortable 100 yards further to the south.
He's pretty much right in front of that blind right now.
Now we've got that new blind set up. It's been 2 or 3 days since we moved it, got it in position, got it all brushed in. And I think he's starting to get real comfortable there. And I think for the first time, we're going to move up to that stump blind and give that a try. I think it's going to be a positive impact on our whole hunt. Let's jump down and get all your stuff out of the back.
Got a lot of deer coming out. There's a couple of deer coming out over this way. I can see some moving around back in there. There's 4 or 5 coming down the road this way. This is looking good. Several of these are bucks. I'm trying to see this one that's back in the brush here. Can't make him out, but he's a good mature buck. Oh, right there, right there, right there. That's him coming through the brush. That looked good. It felt good. The light was low enough I did not see my arrow, but the sound of it was perfect, and my pins looked good. I don't think it can make it 100 yards if it hit where I was aiming. I don't think it can be more than 100 yards in there. Man, what an incredible buck.
He was standing just right over there. I banged the blind when I was drawing. I'd never shot that bow out of that blind, but as I came all the way out, the bottom of my riser hit the window. And that deer, I thought he was going to haul it, but he just kind of lifted his head, turned, and looked back. And I laid it in there. It hit him good. I've got the arrows right over there. It's all covered in blood, so we're in good shape. There he is. Like that. Look at that. Look at the size of this buck. Oh, yeah. Man. All right. I like it when they have ground growage and not ground shrinkage. Wow.
Perfect
that
shot.
is incredible. Whoa. Way bigger than I thought.
Oh my word.
Way bigger than I thought. Oh man, he didn't make it 75 yards. Oh, this buck is way bigger than I thought.
Oh my, look, they almost touch.
Yeah. That's one of the coolest features of him. And then these are all bigger than I thought they were. But these main beams, look how long and sweeping these main beams are.
Yeah.
Incredible. Boy, he made us work for him, didn't
You
he?
sure did. Great job. I'm so proud
I'm
of
so
you.
glad you were with me for that.
Me too.
Look at that. Incredible. Look at these tines and nothing's broken. 9, 10, 11, 12 and a half. And this tine over here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Incredible. Look how thick these bases are. Look how much rubbing has been done. Look at all that mesquite bark that's in there. I love how gnarly these are.
So cool.
Oh man, that is incredible. 67 years old, and I don't think this is going to be my last whitetail. Golly, nothing prettier than a giant typical whitetail.
Does it ever get old?
I've been doing this now. Shot my first whitetail with a bow when I was 22 years old. And it was in Arkansas. The deer probably scored, I've still got it, probably 132 from a tree stand that I built. And that was 55 years ago. 45? My math's not too good after killing a big buck, but it was many moons ago. And I don't think I could have been any more excited then than I am now with this giant whitetail 40 plus years later. Unbelievable.